Good morning, everybody. Let's continue with Unit 2 today, avoiding identity theft. We're going to talk about listening to. So all of you already had to watch the video at home and do the activities in your textbook for listening and speaking. Part listening to, exactly. Now, so please remember that the pre-study is basically actually class time work, but because from 5 hours we only have 1 hour together through Zoom, there's other things you would have to do by yourself, which is not regarded homework. Yeah, that is basically your self-study. That is your textbook. Then for the Zoom meeting is where we check everything we've done. It's the time for asking questions, sharing opinions, sharing ideas, making sure you understand everything. And then the ebook is basically an extra practice, also is for perbaikan nilai, yeah? So for one more practice, making sure you understand everything and to help you with your grades. Now, so today we are going to go straight into listening to. As you all know, everything is accessed through Moodle, and I've also already placed a Google Sheet of all your grades, meaning that you have to look at Unit 1, yeah? Unit 1, it has the announcement of grades, Unit 1 listening, speaking, and grades, Unit 1 reading and writing. It's a different Google Sheet. You have to open it on your laptop though, because if you do it on your phone, the tabs, the names of the activities that are like on the horizontal bottom tab, they all get jumbled up if you look at it through your phone. So it is not clear, because for listening and speaking itself, there are like 11 or 12 grades activities because of the ebook. So it contains the ebook activity results, the post test and the unit test result, and the journal and log I will manually put in as well. Now the cool thing is that if you do any of the homework, it automatically gets updated. So for example, if you check it and you see, oh, I missed out on this activity, I haven't done that one yet because my name is not in it, definitely your name will be yellow. Yeah, if you're not yellow, means that you've done it, and you will see your results. And so you can say, hey, I haven't done this one yet, and then you do it, you can go back and check it, and you will see that your name appears already. Probably the yellow name is still there. I would have to manually delete it, but your name will already pop up, but your name will pop up down below. So you can check whether your work's result is recorded or not. That way you can keep really good tabs on what you have already done and not yet. And you can take a look at your grades, like how much have I been getting, and how's my process and my progress. Okay. Okay, remember that for your ebook activities, it's important to do all of them. It's not that much. It seems a lot, but it's not, and it's very short, but it is very important to do it. Make sure that you have done every activity, because I cannot give the grades to the midterm or the end term grades to your wali, your homeroom teacher, if you haven't done everything. So it is very imperative that you do everything. Okay, cool means. Now we're gonna go into listening to public service announcements. Now, do I have a volunteer today that will annotate for me? Who's gonna be my volunteer today? Anyone? Ayo, semangat, my beloved friends. Semangat, semangat. It's a good day today. No one still? I cannot persuade you. Get you to help me. Oh, Gisela, hey. You want to help out with annotating? Is there anything you need, Gisela? Since you raised your hand, no? You guys can hear me, right? All good?
All good, miss.
Okay, cool. Thank you for your response. Sometimes it becomes so quiet that I'm thinking, like, and I can see your faces, right? If I'm sharing the screen, so it's almost as if I'm talking to the wall. Is anyone even here? Okay, okay. Then I will have to do the annotating. No worries there. It would be great if next time maybe any of you could do it. Okay, we're gonna go to number one. So the bold-faced words, the words vocab that we need to learn. We've got commit, protect, risk, tip, and shred. Now, what word goes with what definition? I'm just gonna mention the names, yeah, so you guys are not confused on answering all at the same time, as if everybody wants to answer. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, there were a few of you who hadn't submitted their journal yet by the time when I checked it. Um, I'm going to mention a few of the names. If, for example, you've already submitted it, then just let me know. Yeah, so I will check it. I will see that it's in there, but if you've already done, you can just let me know. So what I've got here was Bagus, Jocelyn, Karen, Samuel, and Winona. All the rest was graded already. But what I'm gonna do is like, sorry, I'm gonna place this into the Google Sheet in Moodle, and then you can see whether you have done it or not. Yeah, awesome. For the log, not yet. Yeah, on the way, on the way. Patience. Yeah. Cool. Okay, guys, you need to remember log because you have to access your journal because I annotated your journal, I edited it. I mean, like I gave notes, margin notes. So what is important is that you open your journal and later on your log. I will let you know when I have checked your log, and then please open it because I highlighted the places that are wrong or that need improvement, and then I said what needs to be changed, and it also shows how you are deducted. So you know exactly how many points you are deducted. So it's important because, well, check it. You never know. Teachers are humans. If I make a mistake, you can let me know. Miss Sylvia, I think the grading is wrong. Don't be shy about it. You can just ask me. Yeah, and please look at the input I give you because it'll help you to do your journal and your log better for Unit 2. Yeah, I always edit your work. Okay, cool then. If it comes to grammar, spelling, and punctuation, I do not add one by one. If any of you want to know, you can still ask me. Yeah, so I do everything else, but I did not edit your grammar. If, for example, you do want to know because you really, really want to know, you really, really want to make sure whether there is a mistake where, then please ask me. Then I will do that for you. Yeah. Other than that, I will just give you input on certain things you need to watch or you need to think of. So if I do see things in grammar, for example, then I will point it out, but I'm not gonna fix it for you. Okay. Cool beans. Now we're gonna start with number one. So I'd like to start with Winona. Winona, good morning.
Good morning, Miss.
Hi, Winona, did you already send me your journal?
Not yet, but
Oh,
I have finished it.
okay, cool. Send it to me, yeah?
Okay.
Love to see it. Okay, so cool. Can you do number one for me, Winona? A help piece of advice. What's the right word for that one?
It's the tip.
Awesome. Very good. It is D. It is a tip. Oh, let's do this big. Yep. Oh, Gisela, thank you. I'm gonna erase mine. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, cool. Gisela, you didn't answer. I didn't know you were gonna help out. Okay, thank you, thank you. Ha. Okay, number two, the possibility that something bad may happen. I'm gonna ask Vanessa. Good morning, Vanessa.
Yes, Miss.
Hi. What is number two?
It's C, Miss.
Yeah. Yep. There's something bad may happen. It's always a risk, right? I don't like risks. I don't know about you. Oh. Okay, awesome. We go to the next one. To do something illegal. I'm gonna ask uh Aksara. Hi, good morning.
Good morning, miss.
Yeah, I like your intonation. You did not say as good morning. Good morning, miss. Good morning, miss. That sounds enthusiastic. That's nice. Okay, number
Uh,
three. What's that?
A, commit.
Yeah, exactly. To do something illegal would be to commit something. To commit a crime, to commit something. Yeah, you're doing something. Awesome. Number four, to keep someone or yourself safe from harm. I'm gonna ask Bagus. Good morning, Bagus.
Morning, Miss.
Hi, can you do number four for me?
Number 4.
Mm-hmm.
B, Miss.
Awesome. Yeah, B, yeah. So
Yeah.
protect, protect. Very good. Thank you. Number
Okay.
five, I'm gonna ask
Access.
Angel. Angel?
Yes, miss.
Hi. Oh, your voice is really small, really far away. I have to really listen. Okay, do number five. To cut something into small pieces, what is that?
Shred. A.
Yo, shred. Very good. We have those machines, right? Those things where you can put the papers in and they shred. Ito banyanangkan. Masukin it and comes out like that. Love, 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 love it. Yeah. Rather than, like shredding it by hand, right? It can even hurt. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna go to the next page now. Gisela, I'm going. Oh, awesome. You're a pro already. We gotta erase that one. Okay, we're gonna go to comprehension now. I don't know if you guys really have listened to it, but let me just turn it on one more time. And for those who have already answered it, then you can check your answer. In this case, I get to listen to two PSAs about how to protect yourself from identity theft. Now, check the tips that you hear. Now, I'm going to give this one away to you. There are three tips, 3 out of 5. So let's listen one more time and pick the ones that you hear.
Public service announcement 1.
American Bank Visa, may I help you?
Yes, I'm calling about my credit card bill. There's a charge for $4,000 that I know I didn't make.
Think you're safe from identity theft? Think again. Every minute, 19 people in the United States have their identity stolen. However, there are things that you can do to reduce your risk. First, get a locked mailbox. Don't let a thief steal your mail and use it to steal your identity. Second, be careful when someone asks you for personal information. Don't give out information over the phone, by mail, or on the internet unless you know who you're dealing with. To see more tips on avoiding identity theft, visit the Identity Theft.
Public service announcement 2.
Hear that sound? That's the sound of a crime being committed. Every day, criminals find personal information from papers that we throw away. It doesn't take much. A name, an address, an ID number, and the thief has all he needs to commit identity theft. Hear that sound? That's the sound of someone protecting herself from becoming a victim of identity theft. It only takes a minute to shred papers with personal information, but it can save you years of stress and worry. Identity theft is the #1 crime in the United States, with 10 million cases reported this year. Don't become the next victim. To find out how you can stay safe, call the Identity Theft.
Okay, now here you see this is definitely the machine to shred all the papers. So I let you listen to it one more time. You probably have done that at home already, just one time. And what are the three tips that are given? Now I'm going to ask that to Ben. Ben, Caleb, good morning. Ben, Caleb. Ben, good morning.
Good morning, Miss.
Hi. What are the three tips?
Good morning, Miss.
Good morning. Did you hear the three tips? The answer to this activity, the comprehension, what are the 3 tips that we heard just now? I can't hear you, Ben.
The lock mailbox.
Yeah?
Lock mailbox.
Yeah, that's
About
correct.
giving out personal information.
Very good. Be careful about giving out personal information. There's one more, Ben. Did you get it? One more. Three, four, five. Or maybe anyone else knows?
Me, miss.
Okay, I see Karen raising her hand. She's super, yeah. Yeah.
Four,
Okay.
miss.
Yeah, right. It's 4. Karen, I give you the next one. Yeah, that's 4. Correct. Yeah, we heard that quite clearly because we heard the machine go on like that. Okay, awesome. Very good. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna go to the listening skill. Here we're gonna yeah. So we just listened to the PSA 1 and 2 basically. Now the question is, what question does the announcer ask? Who can answer? Well, Karen, just now you raised your hand. Would you mind answering this one, Karen? What question does the announcer ask?
This question is, think you're safe from identity theft?
Yeah, very good. Karen, can you also tell me what the answer is? Is it yes or no?
Think you're safe from identity theft.
What you heard just now, does it show, is it a yes? Are we safe or are we not safe?
We're not safe.
Yeah, we're not safe. Very good. And it wasn't mentioned literally, like explicitly said, you are not safe. No, they didn't say that. But the way the man talked and what he said and how he said it, we can get the implied meaning that we're not safe. That's why we need to be careful. If we're safe, why would we have to worry about what we do? Like, yeah. Thank you, Karen. Appreciate it. Why do you think the speaker asks a question? Now that one I'm gonna ask Sean. Good morning, Sean.
Morning, miss.
Hi. Why do you think that the speaker asks this question? It's like a rhetorical question. It's a question that nobody really answers, but he's still asking it.
So that people would think, rethink about their being right now. For example, to make sure of the conditions right now. Are they sure that they're safe or not?
Yeah, very good. To make them think, to make them reconsider, to make them reflect. Very good. And also to attract the attention to the topic. Awesome. Thank you. So that is mostly what rhetorical questions do. Okay, they direct the listener's attention. They draw the attention in. Basically, if I want you to think about a certain thing, I can give a rhetorical question just for you to start thinking about it. But you do not have to answer out loud. Yeah, it doesn't expect an answer. Instead, a rhetorical question makes the listener pay attention to an important idea, which then will be further discussed and talked about. Yeah, very good. Thank you. Now, that brings us here. There were 2 important ideas. I'm going to turn on the audio one more time. Just check your answers if you've already answered it. For those who haven't answered yet, you can answer now. The speaker asks 2 rhetorical questions. And what does the speaker wants us, or what does he want us to pay attention to? So I want you to listen to the important idea, which is implied, yeah? Not literally mentioned, but we can hear in between the lines.
Hear that sound? That's the sound of a crime being committed. Every day, criminals find personal information from papers that we throw away. It doesn't take much. A name, an address, an ID number, and the thief has all he needs to commit identity theft.
Okay, so number 1, hear that sound? It's the sound of a crime being committed. What is the important idea there? I'm going to ask Samuel. Good morning, Samuel. Hi, Sam. No, Sam. Okay. Then I'm gonna continue with Budi. Budi, good morning.
Good morning, Miss.
Hi, can you answer the question, the number one?
The important.
What is the important idea about the first one? What do you think?
The important idea is, I don't know, Miss.
No? Okay, no worries. Thank you. Ricky, could you answer that, Ricky?
Yes.
What is the important idea, Ricky?
To make us aware of the crimes against our identity that are being committed by people out there.
Yeah, especially for number one, you hear a trash can, right? You hear people going through a trash can. So definitely the important idea that thieves can steal your personal information from your trash. Okay, awesome. Let's listen to the second one.
Hear that sound? That's the sound of someone protecting herself from becoming a victim of identity theft. It only takes a minute to shred papers with personal information, but it can save you years of stress and worry. Identity theft is the #1 crime in the United States, with 10 million cases reported this year. Don't become the next victim. To find out how you can stay safe, call the identity.
That voice is so funny. Don't become the next victim. Lucu. Okay, the second one. I'd like to ask who's on my list next. Chris Yanto. Good morning, Chris. Hi, Chris. No, Chris. Okay, then. Irene, Kanya, Irene.
Yes, Miss.
Hi. What is the important idea of the second one? We heard that shredding machine going on like that. What is the important idea?
Papers with personal information before throwing it away.
Very good, to prevent identity theft. Awesome. Thank you very much. Well done. Okay, cool. So that is the important idea that you're hearing, that you derive from what you're hearing. And sometimes there are certain parts that are not always explicitly mentioned, but implicitly you can hear. So by analyzing it. Awesome. That brings us to the last part, which is connecting the listening. So we're basically going to look at information from listening one, which was Lily's story about identity theft, her experience. And we're going to look at information from listening two, what was the PSA 1 just now. We're only looking at PSA 1, not PSA 2. Now, so we are going to look at the question. Number one, how do thieves steal personal information? Number two, how can people prevent identity theft? Now, if we're looking at how do thieves steal personal information, we're going to look at what listening one, Lily's story, says about it, and what listening two, PSA 1, says about it. Now, I'd like to know, number one, how do thieves steal personal information? Looking at Lily's story, besides taking information from receipts, another one could be, and I'm going to ask this to Rafael Clarence.
Yes, Miss.
Hi, can you answer me this one? Besides taking information from receipts, what is another way that Lily mentioned?
From the internet, Miss.
Basically, yeah, but that's correct. But that is actually this one. That's listening to. That's correct. That's listening to. But from Lily's story, see, we're organizing information from both audios. Yeah. So this one, no, confused.
I don't know, Miss.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Actually, Lily mentions taking information from receipts, and she also mentions, let me try to type that in, stealing your wallet, she says, and Credit cards. That's oh wow, am I writing this so big? And oh wow, super big. Let me write that smaller. Yeah. Stealing the wallet, yeah. Stealing your wallet and also credit cards. Definitely. This is what she mentioned in listening 1. And listening 2, to answer question number 1, talked about by stealing your meal. What about you, Nicholas? Good morning, Nicholas.
Good morning, Miss.
Hi, can you tell me what the 2 things are that in listening to are mentioned to answer question 1? So besides stealing your meal?
Stealing your personal information and the
Yeah.
paper with your information.
Yeah, very good. Basically, they're stealing or asking for personal information. So that can be phone, mail, from that can be through phone, can be through mail, and that is what was mentioned just now through the internet. Yeah. And another one, taking important information from the trash. Yeah. Yeah. So these are the 2 things that were mentioned. Okay, we go to question 2. How can people prevent identity theft? Now, listening 1, Lily talks about ripping up receipts, right? What is another thing that Lily talks about? I'm going to ask Praco. So, good morning.
Good morning, Miss.
Yeah, what is something else that people can do to prevent identity according to Lily's story?
File a complaint or sending the police report.
That is what you do when that has happened. But this is basically preventing. Yeah, you see the word prevent? So memastikan sebelum itu terjadi atau memastikan itu tidak akan terjadi. So the first is ripping receipts. The second is being careful with personal information. With personal information. That is what Lily talks about to do regarding preventing identity theft. Okay, thank you for trying. Appreciate it, Bracoso. Okay, I'm gonna go to Gisela. Gisela, can you tell me from listening to how does it answer question 2? Besides shredding documents before throwing them away, what else is being mentioned? Something about a mailbox?
Getting a locked mailbox.
Yeah, very good. Getting a locked mailbox. That's where I've never ever really seen mailboxes in Indonesia, but in Western countries, mailboxes are really a thing. And I don't know, there's less mail though right now, but still. But having them locked is good, yeah. It's very safe. Thank you, Giselle. Now I'm gonna ask Nathaniel Robert. Good morning, Nathaniel.
Yes, miss.
What is the other one that is mentioned? The second one. So we have getting a locked mailbox. One more. What is the other one? Not giving out what? She said something about not giving out personal
Identity.
Yeah, and personal identity, personal information. Yeah, information about yourself which resembles your identity. Yeah, that was mentioned by her. So basically, if you're looking at this, we can see that by answering these 2 questions, we can get information from both listening because these both audios are basically connected. One is more a story of a person who's talking about an experience of identity theft, and the other one is more about what is important to think of and gives information. But both are connected. Awesome. Thank you very much. Any questions about this? Oh, okay. Now, having gotten this information, see, this is what synthesizing is. You are gathering information from different sources. So you get it, you organize it, and then with that information, you create something new, either a speech, presentation, a conversation, a discussion, or an essay, or a summary, or anything, a research study. So you're basically gathering information from different sources, combine it together, organize it, and then use it to create something new. That is called synthesizing. So in this case, you're supposed to complete the conversation using information from step 1, from the organizing, and switch roles and repeat the conversation. So I'm going to ask who did this and who would like to read it out to us. No volunteers. What about Dimas? Dimas, did you answer this?
Not yet, Miss, but I can try it.
Okay, cool. Thank you for your honesty. Appreciate it. Would you want to try?
Okay. So I just say it, right?
Yeah.
Well, there are many ways for example, like taking our personal information from mail or stealing our mail from mailbox. So what do you know how to prevent your personal information safe? Well, I always try to not use any credit card because it has a very high potential to criminal action. Then I always ripping up the receipts and always ripping up my mail and always try to buy a lock for my mailbox. That's good, but it's not enough because you always have to pay attention and be sure that all of your information is safe and always change your password of your email and also and then also make sure that your mailbox is locked.
Good job. Thank you. Appreciate the effort, man. Is there anyone else who would like to try? No, yeah, that's okay. So remember the examples. Before you give an example, you always use a signal word to signal that an example is coming up. You could say, for example, you could say to illustrate, for instance, such as, yeah. And a rhetorical question, as we stated before, is basically to direct the, people's attention to something that we want them to think about, and to further explain what we mean and giving advice. Yeah, very good. Thank you. Guys, do you have any questions about listening to? If not, then I'm gonna take a peek with you at our schedule. We're here in the 4th week, October 12th. This is the week of October 12th to 16th. So we did listening to today. For your project, your focus is on outlining. So you already did the brainstorming, already research for your speaking test, for your log. You already see research for your paragraph, for your writing, for your journal. And then today, this week, you have to focus on making the outline for your speaking. Now, the instruction of how to do your log and the outline, your speaking test, your speaking outline, and your paragraph and everything is already explained in Moodle in the announcement, but it is also explained in the ebook. So either you access the ebook or Moodle, both have the same explanation. Remember that after our Zoom meeting, you will have post-study, which is important because ini untuk perbaikan nilai juga. Yeah, do the activities in Unit 2 listening to for your ebook for listening and speaking. I have already opened all the links. This week, you're going to focus on the pre-study, which is also important because this is what helps you and prepares you for our next week's Zoom meeting. So you're going to watch the video that I've already placed and given to you yesterday. Unit 2, reading 2, watch it, and while you're watching it, do the activities as I instruct you through the video in textbook reading and writing. Now, you're going to do a post test today. Basically, right now, your post test would only take 15 to 20 minutes. It's not long. I'm going to give you a chance to do it now. The link is already open, and you can access your post test through your ebook for listening and speaking. Go to your ebook for listening and speaking, go in the table of contents to Unit 2, and then you look in the table of contents for process 1. Yeah, just access everything through the contents. That's fastest. Yeah, and then it automatically gives you the hyperlink and it appears there. Okay, Dimas, you raised your hand. Do you have a question?
Miss, I would like to ask about the journal that, if I'm not false, 2 weeks ago you said that the content of the journal is about identity theft or fraud, then about some experience about it. But do you have any? Can you give me some advice for that? Because I don't have any idea who I gonna ask that I have ever get identity theft.
Okay. Okay.
Or something else than
Yeah,
the expert about some
yeah,
experience
it's
or
true.
make about it.
Yeah, so your paragraph is descriptive. So you're describing. Remember that you have to use descriptive devices. Yeah, I gave you the information on that already, using figurative language and using sensory details. And it's about an experience related to identity theft. Yeah, so it can be your own experience. It can be someone else's experience. Now you're saying that you have never experienced it, and you also don't know about anyone who ever had an experience about it. Dimas?
Yes, ma'am, it is correct.
Yeah. Then what you can do, you can just Google it. Then just Google someone's testimony or story about identity theft. So if, for example, you yourself have not experienced it, or you don't know anyone in your immediate environment that has had that experience, then you can just Google it. And because on the internet, there are definitely a lot of stories of people who have had identity theft. Okay? Would that be okay?
Yes, miss.
Yeah. Okay. So remember to
Thank
do
you.
the brainstorm, and remember also in your journal to change the genre. Yeah, because last time I put it in for you. If you don't change that, then it will be deducted. Your score will be deducted. And please look at the rubric, because the rubric is exactly how I will grade you. And also I will always add it. Yeah. So what you need to do, the unit, you have to change to Unit 2, and then you have to change the unit topic. You have to change the genre of writing, and the task, you have to change that, add it to that. Okay, don't forget to do that. And follow every step. Remember, your resources should be at least 2. Use the MLA format, please, people, because many of you haven't used it yet. So in the MLA format, you can just Google it. I gave you the PDF, but you can also Google it. Citing the sources in the bibliography for a journal, a website, a book, an interview is all different. So you gotta check it online. You can just say, for example, citing sources, websites, MLA, for example, like that. But it comes out already how you have to do it. You have to put in the date of when it was published, but you also have to put in the date when you accessed it. So if you access it today, you have to put in today's date. You put in the date of when it was published, and you put in the date when you accessed it. So make sure you do that correctly. So the instructions are in your ebook and also in Moodle. If you still have any questions, please ask me. Don't wait until it's like 1 week before, because then it's hard for you to do it. It's a project, so you should pace slowly. Yeah, that's basically the point, yeah? And for your speaking, remember that you're doing a virtual role play. You create and perform a role play about identity theft. You're doing this virtually, so it's important also that you start with it fast, because everybody has to record their part, and then it has to be compiled into one video, right? Remember, we do not meet up. We do everything virtually. Okay. Okay. Any more questions, maybe? Is everything clear already? Okay, for the class secretary, please be so kind to make sure that All the names are written down. Okay, then in that case, thank you very much for your effort and your hard work today. I appreciate it. God bless you, and I will see you next week. Bye.